some thunder lightning on my neck. Sky is the limit, I'm higher than jets. 7-Eleven, I'm pumping out gas. Boost to your neck, yeah, we up next.
Oh yeah, follow your boy on Twitter, follow your boy on IG, and also join the Sittle Nation Discord. Alright, now enjoy the video.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to The Sky is the Limit TV channel, Sittle Nation. What is good with you? Guys, alright, we are on part 2 of the SpongeBob conspiracy theories. This one is going to be on the television theory. I'm not exactly sure what the television theory would be or whatever. This one came out 6 months ago, though. Yeah, we're catching up on the theories. We got like what three more to go after this and stuff like that. But hey, we gonna check these out and see if these theories make sense. Cause the first one about Squilliam, oh yeah, that was crazy, bro. That one was crazy, bro. It really was. But hey, let's get into this. Let's get it, man. Let go.
I'm not surprised that you switching sides.
The show SpongeBob SquarePants is not what you think it is. There is a secret group of puppet masters who are always watching the citizens of Bikini Bottom and pulling the strings. Hidden within Bikini Bottom are spies that keep an eye on the characters and make sure everything goes to plan. This is a conspiracy that will fundamentally...
I mean, that sounds like a conspiracy that can apply to us right now. Like, that can sound like something that literally in the real world right now, bro.
Change the way you look at the show SpongeBob SquarePants, and I believe it's all actually intended by the creators, and I'm gonna prove it. This is the television theory.
All right.
You guys had a great reaction to my Squilliam Fancyson theory, and I had a lot of fun making it.
Squilliam, you lying, deceiving bastard! I didn't even realize that!
But trust me when I say that what I've discovered this time is much bigger. To start this theory, we have to go back to the very beginning of the very first episode of SpongeBob SquarePants.
The sea. So fascinating. So wonderful. Here,
oh yeah, I remember this episode.
Teeming with life. Home of one of my favorite creatures, SpongeBob SquarePants. Yes, of course he lives in a pineapple, you silly.
So let me ask you a question. Who's speaking in this clip? Well, obviously that's just the narrator. We hear his voice many times throughout the show.
Goo Lagoon. A stinky mud puddle for you and me. The Krusty Krab. Through these doors pass all the many kinds of undersea life. Puff's boating school, where diligent students learn the rules of the road.
But who exactly is the narrator? Well,
I've
he's
never
just the narrator, right? We're not supposed to think about who he is or why we're hearing him. Lots of shows have narrator framing devices we're not supposed to think about.
Caillou was amazed that Mommy had a rainbow.
Why Caillou get brought into this, bro?
Just like in the picture.
But there's something different about this narrator. He sounds a lot like he's narrating a nature documentary.
The ocean.
Yeah.
From above,
I agree with that.
a blanket of water. But below, a complex world full of color, life, and wonder.
I think that's what they were going for, though.
So fascinating. So wonderful. Here we see Bikini Bottom, teeming with life.
What if I told you that he's not just some random disembodied voice? He's an actual character in this universe.
Really?
We are again at the Bikini Bottom boating school. Today is once again the day of SpongeBob's boating school exam. But more importantly, this is the last test for the year. And if SpongeBob does not pass this one, it means another whole year of boating school!
SpongeBob literally crashes into the fourth wall, and we actually get to see the narrator and the camera he's been filming with. The show SpongeBob SquarePants is not just a cartoon. Everything we see is a part of a nature documentary television show being filmed by scuba divers. And if you're still not convinced, I searched really
Really?
television show being filmed by scuba divers. And if you're still not convinced, I searched really hard and found an old SpongeBob DVD bonus feature that basically confirms everything.
Since before time even existed, land-loving scientists have tried to learn the secrets of intelligence. Their studies led them to the sea, where the citizens of one undersea colony demonstrated a genius so enormous.
Oh, wow! I never thought of that. I really never thought of that. That kind of makes sense in a way, because like it's a show that's underwater, and they intertwine people above the water into the show, so it really could just be SpongeBob is a show that is being shot by people that go under the seas by humans, and that's yo.
Scientists felt compelled to record their.
I don't know why I never thought of that though.
Mankind how to live better.
That's if you that's damn near obvious if you really think about it.
Miraculous place, Bikini Bottom.
I don't know why I didn't think that.
Mass of brainy masterminds scattered about this strange land, the scientists chose 6 Bikini Bottom residents at random to study. As the scientists marveled at the advanced knowledge and superior intellect of these 6 creatures,
I went to college.
They rolled their cameras and took notes.
Took notes.
We can learn all of the things that these smarty pantsuses have to teach us. Life lessons from Bikini Bottom.
I don't know how it can get any more clear than that.
Yeah.
Now if you watch the show...
That makes one... I don't know why that never clicked in my head.
Information
that makes so much sense.
On a whole new meaning. Throughout the series, there's this weird, unexplained running gag of a human hand interfering with the characters. It's even in the beginning of every episode in the intro for the show. Maybe the filmmakers are doing a bit more than just studying these characters. The hand seems to mostly interfere just to maintain the health and safety of the characters, like treating SpongeBob for the suds.
Hey, y'all remember when Berlizzi said, "Whose footy has hands?" if y'all know who Berlizzi is, bro, y'all seen his exposed.
Well, Mr. SquarePants, it seems you have the suds. Are you ready for your treatment? Oh, Hans!
Actually cleaned them. Ew!
It makes sense that the filmmakers wouldn't want to risk the safety of their main character. After all, there's no show without SpongeBob, but that's not the only reason why they interfere. Season 3, Episode 16, I Had an Accident, is infamous for having one of the most absurd, confusing endings in the entire show. It ends with a real gorilla suddenly coming out of a Patrick costume and attacking the characters.
A real gorilla? Huh?
Oh yeah, I remember this episode.
Then as soon as SpongeBob begins to question the logic of the scene, this happens.
What's a gorilla doing underwater in the first place?
Well, it's funny you should... I mean, see, George, they're onto us!
Oh, yeah! This literally made no sense to me as a kid. I remember watching this. I'm like, what the hell?
SpongeBob is a weird show, but this has always stuck out as being just a little too weird. But knowing what we know now, I think I can explain what's going on here. This isn't a real gorilla. Every other land animal we've seen underwater wears a helmet and is drawn in a cartoony style. The gorilla is shown in a live-action style, and the only time we ever see live-action characters is when they're human. So I believe both the gorilla and the horse he rides away on are humans wearing costumes. The filmmakers said...
Yeah. Makes sense.
Makes sense! Just to make the episode more entertaining. It's starting to seem like this isn't strictly a nature documentary anymore. It's more of a reality TV show made for entertainment. Who knows what other absurd elements of the show are actually put there by the filmmakers to make the show more entertaining and profitable. Although, based on the people's reaction, it doesn't always seem to pay off. But how far will the filmmakers go to make the show more profitable?
Saturday morning in Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob is watching his favorite Saturday morning show, The Adventures of Mermaid Man and
Okay, I know this episode.
enjoying a bowl of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy bland cereal. And wearing the official Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy Blackfist biters.
If we think of this as a television show, this sounds an awful lot like a product placement. I mean, listen to how the narrator specifically says the full names of the products.
The Adventures of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy bland cereal. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy Blackfist biters.
Why don't you let me fix you some of this new mococo drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua. No artificial sweetener.
Obvious. It's an obvious ad. Hell, YouTubers do this now.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Maybe the Mermaid Man and Barnacle.
Oh, that's where that meme come from. I've used that meme before in a video before. I never only saw the "What the hell are you talking about" clip. That's the only thing I saw on YouTube. I didn't know that's the full clip. I didn't know that.
From the surface world, they are human after all. It makes sense that the filmmakers would choose to highlight these popular superhero characters. The more they show, the more they're gonna sell Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy merchandise. Hang on a second. Why are Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy the same size as all the fish in Bikini Bottom, even though humans are always shown as massive compared to fish? Whatever, I'll come back to that one later. The show doesn't even just hide product placements. In the episode Model Sponge, they literally trick SpongeBob into making a commercial for a human product.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Director.
Very well.
I don't remember this episode. Lose the pants. Whoa.
Where's my star?
I don't remember this episode. What the hell is this?
What's happening?
Whoa. Whoa.
We'll be cleaning bathroom fixtures.
Okay. So where's my cleaning utensil?
Don't you get it? You are the cleaning utensil. High speed!
Oh no, your bathroom is a disaster. Get it cleaned up fast with the new sponge. Household chores are a snap with new
I do not remember this episode.
It cleans sinks. Just look at that shine.
This is just like in real life how SpongeBob is such a popular character that he's used to sell tons and tons of products.
I decided to start selling merch about a year ago, and the support from my fans has been noticed. One of the reasons why I chose Shopify to sell my merch is because
So far I've shown you that the show SpongeBob SquarePants is actually a documentary television show, but the creators continually interfere to push their own agendas and make more money. But that brings us to an important question. Do the characters know they're in a television show? Let's go back to that clip where SpongeBob hits the cameraman.
It means another whole year of boarding school!
What happened?
Oh, nothing, SpongeBob. You just struck another pedestrian.
Mrs. Puff calls him a pedestrian, which sounds more like she thinks he's just some random Bikini Bottom citizen. The different types of marine life in SpongeBob are so diverse and weird looking that it's not too hard to believe that the characters just think these filmmakers are another weird type of fish. And back to the gorilla episode, the gorilla and the horse immediately get nervous and run away when SpongeBob questions what's going on.
Well,
oh, yeah.
It's funny you should. I mean, George, they're onto us.
I'm not saying too much because I'm in tune and listening right now.
Almost like the creators don't want the characters to be aware their lives are being interfered with. Now, there isn't a ton of footage of the characters interacting with the filmmakers, but I dug really, really deep and found the smoking gun that answers all of our questions. This is an old commercial from 2004 made to promote the SpongeBob movie.
SpongeBob, what kind of jellyfish is that?
It's not a jellyfish, Patrick. It's a spaceship.
Hey guys, it's Carlos from the Zone. I was wondering if you could answer a few questions.
Questions? Run for your lives!
No, Pat, don't you see? It wants to learn about our world, and it's chosen us.
What? Yay! We've been chosen.
A submarine comes down to SpongeBob and Patrick to ask questions to promote the new movie. SpongeBob and Patrick are clearly confused by this and think the submarine is some kind of alien. They also have no idea that they're the stars of a movie.
Well, thanks guys. We'll see you in the movie.
Bye!
Movie? What's that?
I don't know.
So I think it's pretty clear at this point that the characters are unaware their lives are being filmed and interfered with.
Yeah.
But there are some characters that have to have some level of awareness. For example, the Dr. Fish that told the human hand to treat SpongeBob, and the Director Fish that directed the commercial for the human world.
Yeah.
What makes these characters so special? First off, the director fish isn't actually from Bikini Bottom. Before he directed this commercial, we saw him as a citizen of New Kelp City in the episode Whatever Happened to SpongeBob. Out of all the characters they could have used, they specifically chose a character from out of town. Almost like the filmmakers didn't want to use anyone in Bikini Bottom so they wouldn't risk everyone finding out about the television show. Then there's the Dr. Fish. We don't know where he originally came from, but he's an extremely suspicious character. Usually he's purple, but sometimes he's orange, sometimes he's purple with orange hands, sometimes he's a pirate, and he bears a striking resemblance to Dr. Manowar from the Jellyfish Convention.
Now it only hurts when you touch it.
Why does he have so many different disguises and identities? What is he hiding? I believe hidden throughout Bikini Bottom are spies like this who are aware they're in a television show and keep tabs on the main characters and make sure everything goes to plan. There's so many suspicious characters in Bikini Bottom that it could literally be anyone. The mailman, the hot dog vendor, Old Man Jenkins, it could literally be anyone. But what if I told you that the biggest spy of all isn't some random side character? It's one of the main characters of the show. Someone who's been there from the very beginning. Someone who's not even from Bikini Bottom. Someone who's not even from the ocean. That's right.
Sandy!
Sandy Cheeks.
Right!
Sandy Cheeks is the thrill-seeking scientific squirrel from Texas who lives underwater.
Yeah, because she's from Texas and she just happens to live underwater.
Why did she come to Bikini Bottom? In the episode Chimps Ahoy, we find out she was hired by a group of chimpanzees to come underwater and create inventions. But why does she need to be underwater to make inventions? She could have just as easily have made any of her inventions on land. It must be extremely expensive to maintain a giant dome of air underwater. There is no way the only reason she's here is to make random inventions. I think this whole episode is an elaborate ruse to throw off the other characters from the real reason Sandy is in Bikini Bottom. To spy on the main characters and make sure the show stays on track. Many of the times the characters are in danger, Sandy conveniently steps in to save the day, and many of the wacky, entertaining episode plots are driven by an invention Sandy creates. Everything she does is a calculated move to carry out the hidden agenda of the filmmakers. Her entire friendship with SpongeBob and the other characters is built on a lie. But you're probably saying, Sandy is a sweet, friendly...
You trying to tell me Sandy's Two-Faced? No. There's no way. There's no way.
But you're probably saying Sandy is a sweet, friendly squirrel.
way.
There's no way she's behind
No
this.
way.
You're not convinced yet?
No,
That's
I'm not.
Okay, because what I'm about to show you is so mind-blowing, so insanely revealing, that it's actually the whole reason I decided to make this video. Get ready for the big one. Season 10, Episode 10, Feral Friends, is the episode that unlocks this entire mystery. During a birthday party, a green moon suddenly appears and turns everyone except Sandy into less evolved, real-life versions of themselves. Sandy is completely caught off guard by this and decides to call someone for help. And take a guess.
I don't know this episode. I don't remember this episode at all.
And decides to call someone for help. And take a guess who she calls.
Hello, French narrator speaking.
Oh!
It's me, Sandy.
Ah, Sandy Cheeks. How is it hanging?
Oh, it's not hanging too good, Frenchie. You see, there's this...
Don't say another word. I have been monitoring the behavior of the green moon all day.
Huh, yeah, I guess that's a pretty interesting clip, yeah.
See, you swear to God!
Holy shit! Sandy literally calls the narrator to let him know what's going on and asks for instructions on what to do next. She has been working with him the entire fucking time. He even has a picture of her on his desk. This is where I originally planned on ending the video, but there is still one small issue with the television theory. Just one nagging plot hole that contradicts everything.
Hold on. Before it gets to that. Sandy, no! Boy, ain't no way, boy! Boy, ain't no way!
If this is all a television show filmed by scuba divers, then how are we seeing inside the buildings? It's not like any of the humans filming the show could fit inside them. It's the one annoying thing that keeps this theory from being complete. I mean, the most logical explanation is that they have hidden cameras inside of everyone's homes, but we never really see anything like that. Holy shit. Season 6, Episode 24, Truth or Square. The SpongeBob 10th Anniversary Special where they reveal lots of stuff about the characters. But the most damning piece of evidence comes from when the characters get lost in the Krusty Krab vents and end up in a room full of monitors showing live footage of all of their homes.
Oh.
Oh! My house is on TV!
All of our houses are on TV.
Gary the Snail, you get down from that bed this instant.
Hey, there's my house.
Yo.
Look, it's Sandy.
Yo, these SpongeBob writers had to have known that people would do theories on this show and figure this stuff. There's no way. Cause bruh.
And who is the character responsible for all of these hidden cameras?
Mr. Krabs, why do you have cameras watching us?
Oh, but, I just want to make sure you all floss after every meal.
Thank you, Mr. Krabs. Dental hygiene is very, very important.
Dental hygiene? Eugene, you lying bastard. Of course he would sell out his friends for a quick buck.
Yeah,
and if there's
true.
any part of you that thinks there's some chance Mr. Krabs has all these hidden cameras for some other reason, then take a look at what happens next.
Hey, who are those guys?
I think it's us, Patrick. But who are they?
Oh!
Alright, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. A cameraman and a boom operator have been following around the gorilla this entire time.
What?
And just like the gorilla, as soon as they get seen, they make a run for it. The case is closed.
Wow!
The television theory is something the show has consistently alluded to from the very first episode to the newest episodes. Maybe one day the show will actually directly address it and our characters will discover the real truth about their world. But regardless, that's my theory. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more.
Hold on, there's a minute left.
Hey, whoa, hang on a second. You thought I forgot about the Mermaid Man and
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Didn't ya? Alright, here's a quick bonus theory. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy were two superheroes that fought crime underwater and protected the sea from evil. Whether or not they actually did this or was all staged for television isn't clear, but they both spent their lives underwater until they became old and retired. But after spending so much time under the sea, they no longer fit in with human society. Plus, Mermaid Man is clearly dealing with some form of dementia and PTSD from fighting evil.
But you can't retire. There's evil afoot.
Oh yeah.
So, they decided to live the rest of their lives in Bikini Bottom. And in order to fit in better with their fellow sea creatures, they made the permanent decision to shrink themselves using Mermaid Man's shrinking belt. The case is closed. Again.
Head ass. Head ass. Well, that is gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen, for this reaction to part 2 of the SpongeBob conspiracy, the television theory. So you trying to tell me SpongeBob is filmed by some humans that go underground, and you know what I'm saying, and they've gotten some undercover fish to work with them and stuff like that and film the show and stuff. You telling me that SpongeBob is really a reality show? How? I've been lied to my entire life. Hey, great conspiracy. The thing with the sub, that actually honestly should not be. Now that if you really think about it, like honestly, that should not be that big of a. You should like think that without even having to use this video as a theory and stuff like that. Cause like how the hell would they? If you really if you think deep about it, like you're like. Wait a minute, how the hell are they filming a show underwater and they be having humans pop up every once in a while and stuff like that? Like, yeah, that makes sense. But the thing about Sandy being an undercover worker and all that kind of stuff, that's wild. That's wild, bruh. That is wild. You're trying to tell me Sandy Cheeks is as nice as she is. Oh man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But hey, y'all let me know what you guys think about this conspiracy. You let me know if you guys are ready for part 3 of the conspiracy. I'm not sure exactly what part is next, but yeah, I told you guys it's gonna be a little series. But yeah, these conspiracy theories are crazy, man. They're pretty crazy. I'm enjoying watching them. So yeah. Anyway, guys, like this video, I really appreciate that. Subscribe, join, Nation. There you are.
like nothing's the same. I know I'm not Drake, turn heads like an owl. The things in my dreams I work to obtain, but time is money, I want it right now. In my own lane, you just not the same. I drip like a lake, so throw in a towel. Look at my wrist, the judges say wow. No,